It's 12:18. Welcome to my 4.4 Lantern live stream. I'm gonna play at least the first act tonight, and then somewhere later down the week, probably Friday, I'll do act 2. Hopefully, and do the rest of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started because I do not want to waste time. It's already 12:18. I got to get my sleep for work in the morning. So let's go ahead and get started.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets.
Hold up, let me check something real quick. There's still a chest here? Are you serious? Hold up. There they go over there, but they gotta wait. There's still a chest here. Why? Why is there still a chest down here? There shouldn't be any more chests down here. It's been sitting right here for 3 years.
What a pleasant surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy.
I can't believe it. That thing been sitting there for 3 years.
Yep.
I'm actually glad I put forth the effort to construct some of these freaking compasses, cause they help freaking harvest stuff. So let's get started.
Coaching and Charlotte. I never thought she'd see you two together.
That's it. You hear the drums in the background? That's a percussion. If anybody been on a marching band before, you know how that percussion gets. It's like da 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 da.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
What's up, Kaching? And you're not in your outfit.
We're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Yeah, wasn't last year's theme was fireworks, and I'm pretty sure the theme before that wasn't even a theme. I think they just did it. Right, if I remember correctly. Shoot, I have to go back and look at every video log I have made. And any video I recorded of Lantern Rite gameplay. I have to go back and look at it to see what was the theme of the last 3, 4 even. But let's continue.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
I wonder if that is true for Chinese culture. Do they actually view that in real life? I mean, they would have to. I mean, let's take this in consideration, bro. The internet, I'm pretty sure the internet sparked off in America, and then every other nation was copying. Was like, oh shoot, we got to copy that same format, and then they got to it, and then basically, oh, they have their own internet, right? Pretty sure that's what happened. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. So, and not that, this talk about cultural change stuff, right? Technology on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. Okay, that makes sense. It's about embracing technology of other nations, not saying the values of other nations. That's different than technology.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor?
Yep.
That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
Hold up. Wait a minute. This is gonna piss me off even more. You heard the dialogue that Charlotte just said, right? She said that was the reason I was in Liyue last time. And last time she was in Liyue, it was because of the card event. You know what I'm talking about? The dual summer event. The dual summoners event. That's with the TCG. That was that TCG event, and that was back in Sumeru. So again, this goes back to why the F is limited time story events like this time gated and not replayable when it's clear as day that these characters appear as a Pacific, because there is a Pacific timeline that they forged when it comes down to when characters pop into the story, right? There's already a timeline for it. So they go out their way to sit here and make the original timeline, and then they make up the bullshit alternate timeline where, oh, you didn't play the game at this certain period of time. Don't worry, the character will reappear in the story at this point in time, so that you will be introduced to them then, instead of when you should have been introduced to them canonically. Right? So you have this phenomenon of players where old players, they are experiencing the original timeline. That's if they've kept up with the game for 3 years straight up to this point. Then you have the second section of players who are timeline 2, where they cut up to the game to a certain point, dropped off of the game, came back to the game, and then dropped off again, and then came back again. That's the fragmented section of the player of the timeline 2 is fragment. It's a fragmented timeline. Timeline 3 is utterly different, meaning timeline 3 are new players who have not experienced meeting none of these characters in these limited time story events, and they only meet them in the Archon quest for the first time ever. And it's their first ever interaction with them, aka that's the baby new fresh timeline. So it's like players should not have different experiences playing the game. It should all have been one timeline. And that's really bullshit that that players, old and new, can't experience the same freaking timeline, right? Like, this should not be, and not, bro, the card summary event should have been a requirement story quest to complete to get to here in Leeway. Like, bro, just give everyone the story content. Then give people the combat content. It's not hard to do. It's like, bro, that dude Sai, who's the producer of Genshin Impact, really be doing niggas dirty for real. He need to get put off the pedestal and put someone new there who gives a fuck. It ain't gotta be the same guy who made Honkai Impact 3rd better or Star Rail. It can't. You don't even have to be that man. That man who did those 2 games, who did them right, you don't even need him on Genshin Impact because he already got enough on his plate, honestly, right? Shoot, all you gotta do is freaking get someone who gives a fuck about this game and go and do it right and move right. Get that side dude out the position, move him out the way, and then get a new dude to produce Genshin Impact. And freaking the Chinese government get on the player getting on Genshin Impact Hoyo versus ass anyway. Hoyo's ass anyway about their response time to a freaking customer complaint. Let's continue.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
I will say this though. The prominent theme of let humans, guide their own pathway forward thing is prevalent in Leeway the most, right? Because like, oh shoot, because like in Chinese culture, or from what I understand of how the Chinese people view certain things, the Chinese don't believe in anything supernatural. From what I can understand, they don't believe in anything supernatural. They're like the ultimate atheist country. Not atheist country. They're the #1 atheist nation in the world, in my honest opinion. And I think that's a fact too, because they don't have religion at all in China. I don't think religion is a thing in China. I could be wrong though, but yeah. So like, when you hear them say, "Oh, well, the God's not here," it just clicks in my head. If you think atheistic nation, it just keeps ringing in my head. Atheistic nation. Despite the fact they do have adepti here, and those adepti can become gods. So it's like, granted, that's just my little rant. Let's continue. That's not a bad idea. Sounds awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Excuse you?
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
They're toys. Stop
You
it.
see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
Interesting. Traveler waiting to be found. Send them. Hold up. Did she not finish the entire quote? She only completed half the quote. Send them love, send them word, send them homeward bound. I don't think she finished the rest of that quote.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that, back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you.
Who is
They could
that?
be a useful
Oh.
reference.
I know exactly who these two is. Unfortunately, I was spoiled on their character model designs. At least their NPC character model designs. They got, well, it's terrible right now. Granted, they could become playable characters later on, which is understandable. They don't want to spoil a character design right now, because for all we know, we could get them later on for these two fools. But anyway, yeah, I know exactly who these NPCs are.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Hope it goes well. Why was Paimon making a thinking face?
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while.
Excuse you? What that's supposed to mean?
I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
Okay.
If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there. We've got it in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win?
We're gonna win. Stop it.
It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
And here we go, another moment where I just love it when Paimon's voice actor, at least for like whoever is giving them voice direction, is telling them how to execute some of these lines, because this sounds good. Like, right? She's sitting here doing the character model in particular is sitting here doing this whispering thing, like, oh, we gotta whisper under our breath, da da da, and she's talking underneath her breath and whatnot, and then she's executing it perfectly. And her voice doesn't go high as fuck; it starts dropping low in bass, which is great.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then!
Bye, ladies. Shoot, they better do a physical
Wait,
damage reaction.
Trevor? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
I see them, so that means Paimon was looking over there during the conversation.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
I agree.
Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin.
Where'd she go?
Right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon. Finally, Act 1 has started. It took 30 minutes for that? I must be because I was ranting. And there she go. Probably because I was ranting for 30 minutes. That's probably why. Yo, what's up? Yeah, you surrounded my guy.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Nigga, you know exactly who I am. Don't sit here and try to act stupid.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from?
Whoa, 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 Paimon, what type of wording is that? Where did this fuddy-duddy come from? Excuse you? I'm going to assume that's some lewd language being said.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy.
Okay, never mind.
Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Oh, if I remember correctly, Zach Boucher, not Zach Boucher, Zach Aguilar voices Mooncarver as well. I've seen that video probably about 2 years ago, probably 3 years ago now. Most likely still 2 years ago. I remember seeing him put bass in his voice to show that, yeah, he did voice act Mooncarver as well. And I was shocked by it because the dude bass dropped low. He didn't do no audio fixes to his mic or nothing. It just, he dropped his bass, which was immaculately amazing.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Ha! Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
I love it when Paimon gets to be smug, bro. Oh, not even smug. I just love it when she start. Know what? Hold on. Let me go on a rant real quick. I started knowing this. Paimon is the one who expresses the most between her and the Traveler, and it really sucks because that means the Traveler doesn't get his moments of expression a lot. It's only in certain moments that the Traveler moments express, and that's only like mostly in cutscenes. Like it's only, I guess you get a handful of times he expresses his face in World Quest or an Archon Quest, but like in like very important stuff is that when he expresses the most. Paimon, on the other hand, expresses a lot, and I'm loving her facial expression right now. It just her whole character design just equates to cute, and when you see her make a mad face like this is like a genuinely angry face from Paimon. I never seen this face from Paimon before. The only face that I can think of that equates to this in a different game, which is Honkai Impact 3rd, is when Kiana is mean mugging the fuck out of that puppet mecha that she fights before she becomes the Hersher of Flame. And I loved how her face was, her angry face was. It was something fierce about it, and I was just like, my goodness, that's lovely.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Jiahu?
Ah, looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Death Guy.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you truly are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
Okay, that did happen, and I think that was like somewhere in the middle of the year, because I remember that was after Sumeru's Archon quest had finished, and then I remember we was having more world quests coming later with that related to Jet. Hatham had his story quest, and there was a new area to explore. So yeah, that was about like in the middle of last year.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Also, I really can't wait to see whatever character models these two fools gonna get, because this might be wicked. I suspect Bird Boy may be a catalyst user, or even a bow user, or even a spear user. I'd be shocked if he's a great sword user. No, Mooncarver gives off the voice that he uses a great sword when he fights, but I'd be shocked if he's a catalyst. Let's continue.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
He was like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? You sat there and tried to hide that crap from me last time I rolled up to your spot, bro.
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they really are the Adepti.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon's sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your design, of your disguise. Hell no, few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
So your homie left the mountains and came to the city, and y'all niggas felt lonely. It was like, bro, I can't do this whole isolation thing. I need to socialize. It was like, I gotta be with my squad with me, bro. I can't go 1,000 years not talking to these niggas and being in the mountains just eating grass all damn day long. Perfect. See, it's like, oh, one adept has moved to this. Shoot, Zhao. I guess Zhao. You can consider Zhao as one of the first adepts to move his ass to the city. Granted, he didn't come to Liyue Harbor. He did stay at the inn though, so I guess that's as further he's gonna come. Whereas everyone else, on the other hand, has made their way to Liyue Harbor. Yanfei is here. Ganyu is here. Who else is a adeptus character that we have? I guess Baiju with the snake on his neck. That's an adeptus character as well. She's here. What else? What the? I can't think of no other. Of course, Cloud Retainer here, but like that's obvious. And I think that's about it.
With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
Oh, she's busy, bro.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
Huh. So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
I'd argue otherwise. I'm pretty sure someone who's real, like, bro, I love to build crap, would not denounce the creation of other technologies that's not hers. Like, come on, bro. Without a shadow, like, I disagree that she'd be tight about, other people making mechanical devices. No shit, Sherlock. She's not gonna be like that.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke.
Now, if this does turn out to be true, I'd be shocked. Right? Because she hasn't shown any type of way of looking like that. Oh, actually, yes, she did. She did that in Liue's Archon quest when she had found out that the Qixing was studying the ballistic device, right? And then they had Ningguang summoned her their modernized version of it, or their iteration of the device, and they used it to fight against the Overlord of the Vortex. So, but that was like back then. But like, ever since then, she hasn't really shown any like distaste for it, taste for any other type of technology that's built that's not hers. I mean, bro, take a look at the Conrians, for example. I'm pretty sure these niggas was ahead of the game anyway.
However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better!
Okay, where we going? Over here? Bro, they might as well just teleport me to the next scene instead of just making me freaking walk to it. So stupid.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
I've heard this character. I heard this woman's voice before multiple different times over the course of. I think I heard her voice even in Sumeru. I heard her voice in Fontaine as well. So I've heard this voice actress's voice before. At this point, all the voice actors who be voicing NPCs who are just like randos, right? I feel like without a shadow of a doubt that they get to voice act a character the moment a new character comes rolling into the spot.
Woo! A scissor-tailed swallow! And a butterfly! And... oh!
Ah, this Jade Chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Oh.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The Jade Chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite!
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations.
Okay.
The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently.
I mean, obviously.
If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
I will help. We expect to be compensated. AKA, bring me my money.
Of course. Hard work deserves ample rewards. Now, at this
Oh my
time
God.
of day,
Hold up.
Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Motherfucker just said hard work deserves ample rewards / compensation. You better go tell that to the niggas who created your world, damn it. Mihoyo, the producer of Genshin Impact, go tell that nigga to give us more.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Let's continue. I can't believe that nigga's a bodyguard. I'm shocked. Because he shouldn't be a bodyguard. Oh, is it going to be a cutscene? Please let it be a cutscene.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
Okay, I'm messing with his voice. I'm liking it. I can envision his face when he's talking like that. It fits. He feels like a young man. He feels like he's 19 years old when he's talking. Feel like a young man who got himself a job. Like me, for real. Let's continue.
Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
What's that supposed to mean?
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
I'm not gonna hold you, right? I remember watching Tectone's video in relation to Gaming's character design, right? And I had agreed with the sentiment that Homeboy looked average as fuck. What? No, Tectone's view was that his design was lackluster. It was bland, boring, right? I guess I sort of agreed to the sentiment, but I wasn't really aimed towards his clothing, but rather towards his face. Cause I made a comment on his video saying, if you were to tell new players of Genshin Impact that the MC of the game was Gaming, right, to this anime style video game, I said that people would believe it without a shadow of a doubt, because he's got like the basic MC type hair, brown hair, most definitely. His face feel bland. this, that, and the third, right? But now with a better look at his character model, I can now say that it's like above bland. I would say that it's a little above average, right? He's got the brown hair, but he's got like the brown highlights in his hair to make his hair pop, so it can stand out, so it can feel like, oh, this is standoutish hair. And then his eyes have a unique eye design. It's not bland, oh, this is all black eye or this is all brown eye. They put forth the effort to detail his eyes to make it pop with color, because every character in this game has unique eyes from each other. No two characters have the exact same eye pattern.
Perfect. Gaming is here.
Also, I'll say this, I do mess with his outfit. I do like how it looks.
Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Elon Wharf.
I'm gonna also continue. I will say this, I also do like his hair, because it gave me Tanjiro before he became a Demon Slayer hairstyle. That's what it gives off to me.
Oh, it must have been Longjo. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts.
Of course, I'm the one who saved your nation from destruction. Why wouldn't I be known around these parts? Shoot, I defeated a god, for crying out loud. 1v1'd. If anyone tells you otherwise, they lying.
Oh, and please excuse Longjo if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
I ain't coming for your boy Neck. No worries.
So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yes.
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elon Wharf and have a look around.
Shoot, it's lively this time of year in game, but outside this game's universe, it's not. Well, in terms of players playing the game, it's not. Niggas want it to be lively. Shoot, every Lantern Rite should be something to be hyped about. But you can't get hyped about it when they're not doing something to make you feel hype. Which sucks, really. That's like saying, oh, we're gonna do a Christmas event. Like, no, hold on. For a prime example, bro. Every summer event that has happened in-game has been enjoyable. It has been great, right? We had a summer event right before Fontaine. Right? It was like at the end of Sumeru's patches, which was 4.8. We had a summer event before we even went to Sumeru. We had a summer event where we met Nahida for the first time, technically speaking, when she talked to us via a voice headset. Then before that, before we even went to Inazuma, we had a summer event where we interacted with Klee's mom for the first time via a voice message. Right? So it's like every summer event. No, hold on. We also had another summer. No, man. I got my summer event thing right. So we've had a summer event each time before a new nation. We had a summer event right before Inazuma, summer event right before Sumeru, summer event right before Fontaine. And so that means we're going to have another summer event right before Natlan. Right? So, it's like, how is it that every summer event can pop off, but every time when it comes down to Lantern Rite, it just feel like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we see how much you love us for this. Yeah, let's go celebrate this. Yeah, woohoo. It's like, I can see it now. Like, the only thing worthwhile for Lantern Rite is the story of it, rather than getting any rewards or any type of, quality of life updates for the game. That's the only thing worth doing for Lantern Rite, honestly speaking.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices, Won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Not gonna hold you. My guy talked like a femboy for real. You can hear it in his voice. He got a very feminine voice. I think that's probably why I like his voice. It's not because it's necessarily feminine. It's that I can recognize it as this is how I hear some YouTubers talk with this type of voice, and I hear it. It's like certain ones that do like what ASMR content. And some of them you be like, this sounds like a dude with a very feminine voice, and you can pick it up easy.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can
Nah.
wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Stop it, my guy. I sit here and fight gods on the daily. You being my guard don't mean shit. Oh, it's about to open up. Yes, let's go. Put all this effort towards this animation, but can't give quality of life updates. Bullshit. This must be Act 1. Because this could be Act 2. And then finally the third act. Which complete... Oh shoot, I came in at a perfect time then. I let time fly with this. It sucks that I won't be able to get this character before her banner ends. Okay, these are world quests then. Okay, these are all world quests. Talk to Xing Shou, talk to Blase Blase, and then there's gonna be another one pop up. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so I only see 2 world quests popped up. But that's not what I want to see. Forest Fever. Like, bro, this is so not impressive. Like, they want to try to act like this is impressive. This is not impressive. The only one impressive on here is him. It's like, don't nobody give 2 F's about a 4-star selector. And not that, it's only the leeway characters. Nigga, if I'm gonna get a 4-star selector, you better let me 4-star select every damn 4-star in the game, not just leeway's characters. Shoot, it was even worse. They don't even treat the other characters from different freaking regions the same. It's like, oh, Mondstadt, I don't even remember Mondstadt having a free 4-star selector for any event they have. I don't remember freaking Inazuma having such, or Sumeru. Like, it's like, bro, don't give me a 4-star selector for only one region because this is the reason y'all want to suck the dick off. I gotta increase my Forest Fever. I'm trying to understand how exactly do I go about doing that. Okay, so these are the festivities. Okay, I see. Forest Fevers. Okay, so this is the quest we're doing. Okay, so I can get all this quest done during this week. This could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Essentially. So right before we do any of that, I need to go activate these little mini game events so I can get that festival fever, so I can get that losers Farina knockoff outfit. And it's you again, Theater Mechanicus, I bet. It's like, why not just let the damn thing be voice acted? This pisses me off. I'll just clicking on the damn thing till it finishes. I'm not about to waste my time trying to button fast click shit. We'll just let it play out. You know what? Maybe I should have waited till after I finished the first act to then come over here and click on this crap. Yeah, I made an error in judgment. Yeah, essentially you just gotta build a pathway to what, the end? Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and activate that quest. Bam, let's do it. I hate that my PlayStation's still purring hard right now. It's like, bro, it's maybe because my PlayStation damaged. It's probably why it's purring so freaking hard. Give me 1 second. I'm double checking something. Okay, let's go. Shut up, don't even open your mouth.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Also, let me show you this. I've explored majority of Chunyu Vale. Look at this. 67, 66, and 67. I don't know what else I gotta do to finish in here. I probably gotta go find more of those little freaking things to take to the disc so I can level it up and whatnot. But for the most part, I've explored for a good chunk of this area. I gotta keep going, running back and forth and exploring the crap. So, but still, hold up, let me check something. It's still not enough primos to even get Homegirl Cloud Retainer. I feel like I might have to just wait for her rerun. Let me double check something. Let's go ahead and show these bullshit 3 wishes in the mail, right? No, it's a birthday present from All Hytham. Alright, let's continue.
Wait! And get behind me. I'll handle this.
Another test subject.
No one escapes my sight!
Stop right there!
Alley-oop!
A little taste. I got you. Fry.
Justice will prevail!
I got careless.
Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo! Bet you can't keep up with me!
Drop your weapons!
Hop to it, Manzai!
It sucks that his plunging is not continuous.
You asked for it!
His plunging isn't continuous. That fucking sucks. No wonder freaking Cloud Retainer works with him.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
I was not impressed by it, unfortunately, because his elemental skill, it takes too long to activate his next plunging attack, right? Because his whole elemental skill is him doing a plunging attack, right? So it's like, he requires, without a shadow of doubt, he needs Cloud Retainer if he want to do continuous plunging, right? If he want to do continuous plunging, he needs Cloud Retainer, which truly fucking sucks because his elemental skill takes too long to charge up, to recharge, to cool down. Same thing for him to do his elemental skill. So it just takes too long.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
No.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue Opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing, so it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Of course, I'm the one traveling. Can't make these niggas walk by themselves, can you? Really? Hold up. There you go, right there. Come on, climb. Yeah, that's right. I gotta go run around the map looking for the rest of these little Oculus, these knockoff Oculus. And I got it. Let me double check and see how many of these I got right now. Oh, other way, other way. I will say this though, from what I can tell from using this, it feels like the little UID is moving a little faster because before it was always a little slow to activate for my PS4. I gotta get myself a PS5, but the niggas told me them shit is a blank $500. It's like, bro. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, I've collected up to 16, which I'm shocked by. These 3 ain't going nowhere because freaking I done leveled the tree up to max. So this freaking tree is useless. That tree is useless unless something new comes there. I gotta go back and research for more of these oculi. I got 17 each, but that's a problem because I ain't finished Sumerus. Okay, let's continue. Gaming while forward, change a few words with the bowman or dots. Next thing you know, he's called everyone to the blah 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 blah.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
This is the second time this has happened. Of me riding on a bamboo boat.
Sorry,
First was the World Quest, now this.
Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy.
Appreciate it.
And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Oh, gotta read this. Gaming seems like a real people person. He can get along with anyone, and he treats everyone he meets like a close friend.
That hit the spot. thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating wintermelon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Because you do the same thing, damn it.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Really? Can you?
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
Where's the elevator?
Final warning!
I just love Chevros' character design.
Time to get some.
Yeah, I explored around here too. I can guarantee there's probably another chest around here. Nope. That's right, I explored all the chests over here. That's exactly what I did.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Sure would be nice if you could find a few less.
I ain't trying to talk to you, fool. I ain't got nothing to say to you. What, we about to get jumped? Please say so. I want to fight in the middle of the street.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
What, nobody around here mess with you, bro?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not that good at dealing with my family.
How come?
It would be best if we could steer clear of them.
That sounds like BS. I feel like that's utter BS. You don't live with somebody for 18 years of your life and you talking about something you don't know how to navigate them. My bad. I feel like something was flying in front of me. Right? I feel like that's BS. That sounds like bullshit to me. You don't sit here and tell me you sit here and live with people for 18 years of your life, and then you tell me something. Oh, I don't know how to navigate these people. It's like, nigga, yes you do.
I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now we've got a job to do.
Then we'll just have to sneak past them unnecessarily. How do I go about sneaking
the
past?
looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Hello, dear guests. Is there any work that you need done?
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
What, are they not like supportive of your like dancing thing? Is that the reason? Hold up. Cause the music is popping off right now.
She's gone. Let's go.
So what about his mom and dad though? Where they at?
Turn left. Run!
I bet he gonna run into one of the family members.
To the right and...
Oh, come on. Don't freeze frame on me now.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you could swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
My
How
boy's
long
like,
have you two known Gaming?
that nigga's a Boy Scout, bro.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else. And...
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
Bro, what beef do you have with your pops?
Feels like we've troubled you enough already.
He said he got beef with his daddy. His daddy don't love him. Why? I don't understand it. He working the guard job. That's cool. What is it? Does he not fuck with the fact that his son does the dancing thing? Oh, I bet the storyline is this, right? Gaming's dad is probably is a profession in some form of way, right? But his son went the route doing this whole dancer shit, despite the fact Chunyu isn't out here like, oh yeah, dancers this, dancer that, because it's not as important as, oh, let's say, bodyguard and all that other stuff. That's probably why he a bodyguard. So let's continue.
It's kite making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right then, deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story.
Sounds good! Paimon never says no to free food.
See you at Shinyan course. Shinyu course? Shinyan course? I know how to pronounce this, damn it.
Alright, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh,
All right,
and
later.
Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
Are you serious, Paimon? You travel with the nigga who been freaking trying to understand what the hell his sister is planning to do. That he trying to go home. He trying to leave with his sister, leave this place so he can go home with his sis. What you mean you don't understand that? That's BS. The nigga, the primest example of that is right next to you.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Seem to be in the same age? No. I have similar experience. Age? I'm 500 years old, my guy.
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
I'll try.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have winter melon cake instead.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
I appreciate it.
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
And here this fool go. Guard for hire. Now I heard that dude's voice before. Oh, that's tough. Oh, okay. I see the problem here. Now, how do I make it over there? Do I jump? Or the better option would be to fly. Where my homeboy at? Go ahead, get off my screen.
Are you sure it has to be me?
Yep, shut up.
Unnecessary.
Esteemed visitors, are you interested in seeing a history?
Drop your weapons!
The wind rises.
Ta-ta-da, ta-ta-da. He probably ran into his family members over on the way out.
Ah! What are you doing here?
Oh boy.
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Of course not. Shinyun.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Mm.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh?
Shut up, Paimon. Shoot, I'm trying to get up in them cheeks for real. I'll shut my lips and be respectful all day long if I got to.
Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here?
Cave? That doesn't sound right. Why would she have the dialogue say, shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away? The bitch moved to Leeway Harbor. What are we talking about?
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
Like I thought, she would not do that. I knew she wouldn't act like that.
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us, or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Leeway Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
Oh, huh.
Tianyun?
Huh.
Did she forget about them?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Leeway Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils?
Damn, bro, you forgot your homeboys 1 and 2, the 2-man mission? You forgot them niggas the moment you moved to Leeway Harbor? Shoot, that's what you call switching up.
One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait, here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
Let me go see what she's up to. I'll leave the stuff watching to you.
Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well. 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping, too. Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
You trying to swindle this woman out of her money? How dare you, nigga? Bro, I came across something similar to this in Target yesterday. Well, it's 1:33, so yesterday will be Saturday. Bro, I went to Target. I saw the freaking thing for chips, for Dorito bag chips, right? It said get 2 for $6, but getting one of them is like $5.39. And so it's like, bro, if I'm getting 2 for $6, I should be paying a lesser price, not a more price. Cause you're talking about some get 2 for this amount. What are you talking about? Why would I need to get two? Getting two is unnecessary if it's not going to drop the price.
Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
My guy Traveler peeped up on the BS too. Look at him. He's like, I can't believe she about to fall for this bullshit. Step in there, my guy.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
That was so crazy. She got genuine people she actually cares about that she's thinking about. And this dude is about to swindle the F out of her money. It's about to get crazy if the Traveler don't step in. Traveler, get in here.
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
You swindling ass merchant.
That is agreeable. One will, I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
No. He see going on
I see
too.
You have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle.
Nah.
Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
This is crazy. They about to swindle the fuck out of her money. He peeped it. He was like, oh, snap. She sat there and went through with the purchase over there. She may be gullible. Let me bring her over here to get some of this merchandise.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
We're traveling.
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
So she peeped that the Traveler was around. That's why she was like, hold up, somebody watching me.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
Oh my goodness, girl. What? Invite scandal? No, dummy. They probably think, oh, you're buying it for one of your for your most recent disciple. My little girl, Shu Yu probably will love it.
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
My guy be with it. He's like, damn, that was a crazy transaction. I should head back before Shin Yun notices.
Oh, Shin-yun, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
It seems Shen Yun is easily swayed into buying things. That box looks fit to burst already. So that means she don't know how to properly spend her money.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition, then?
Awesome.
One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Of course.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Then that kills the fun of the effort. Stupid. When you build your own kite from your bare hands, your bare fingertips, and then you put it to a race, it's so much more fun. For example, carts. When someone put their own cart together and put forth the effort to actually construct it, it's so much more rewarding when you win or lose with it.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery.
Oh, never mind. She is arrogant.
The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure.
Okay.
It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
No, I was listening.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
It's so crazy how they're treating Xinyun. It's like, oh, she loves to run her mouth, but we got Paimon here who also loves to run her mouth. It's like, what are we talking about here? Let this bitch run her mouth.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Yes, of course. With you there.
Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Seems interesting.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
I was about to say, she about to... Oh, snap. It levitates.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
It's an amazing one.
One calls it the floating toting device.
And there she goes. She gets to strut off like a bad bitch.
She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top.
AKA, you violated privacy.
You know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
What would I do about you, Paimon?
All Paimon say is that Xinyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
That does sound like something she would do.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all.
You mean you should act like you didn't see anything, nigga? What are we talking about?
After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Oh, that was part one? Part one's pretty fast. Okay. Now, since part one is complete, I'll go do part two 2 days from now, technically speaking. So, we ended at a pretty good time. I like that I ended at around this type of time. This is great. Meaning I don't have to
relax.
Yeah. This was Act 1, so tomorrow will be Act 2. Or I guess Act 2 will be another day. I gotta create thumbnails. Whoa, why did that view bunch up to 4? I could have sworn I looked at that video twice. That means somebody else looked at it.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna end the stream here. You know, like and subscribe for more playthrough. I gotta get other games to play as well. Honkai Star Rail gonna be one of those other games in later dates. Let's see if I can get a PS5. What else? What else can we talk about? I still got 0 Festive Fever. I gotta find out how to get some more of that. Which is most likely from playing these 3 lame games. But anyway, yeah. Like and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Later. Peace out. And have a good Monday. Wait a minute. I just saw that. What did that say? 1. Oh. I could have sworn someone was just in there. I guess someone must have clicked off. Anyway, yeah, later.